Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us as we take a look at your weekend weather forecast. And we've got two lows at play. Think of it this way, we've got a warm tap and a cold tap. So the low up here to the northwest is driving in mild nor'westers. They're very light, so it's only a very light airflow around the north, but it's mild. We already got to 20 degrees on Thursday. I would imagine Friday will be exactly the same. Mild day across the north, but amongst that, we do have some big downpours that are popping up here and there. Then you get down to the South Island, you've got the second low, and this is the cold tap. It's driving in cold air, which is why it's a bit of a miserable end to the week and start to September for places like Wellington and some eastern areas as well, where it is fairly cool. So over the next day or so, this low in the north is drifting across Northland and the upper North Island. This low down here sort of slides a wee bit south, but that's about as close as it gets to the country as you see it there. So our setup for Saturday looks like this. The warm tap, if you like, the low at the north here, it drives in some wet weather. It's about around this area here, so the centre of the low is tracking in around Northland. It'll be calm there for a time with light winds and maybe even some big long dry spells. The main rain band is down here, somewhere around the Waikato Bay of Plenty area. It'll shift around a wee bit clearly as the low comes in, and this is sort of spinning around it. Then you head further south, and our second low, the cold tap, is still driving in colder air, but the showers are drying up, so there won't be as much wet weather around on Saturday along the east coast, but it will still be fairly cool. A number of places just getting into the single digits. Into Sunday, and the cold air still continues along those eastern areas, but now it moves into the North Island. So what we first called that warm low is now turning into a cold one. The cold southerlies are coming in behind it, so the warm weather's out on that side, the cold stuff coming in, but it won't be too bad because it's not a major southerly blast. And on top of that, the southeast wind flow tends to be quite sunny in many areas in the west. So it might actually improve to be quite a nice day, but it will be cooler in both islands. And then high pressure starting to build around the South Island across Sunday, and then into Monday we see high pressure sort of pushing in. It's not really, it's sort of mostly off the screen to the north, but there are higher belts of pressure moving in. Therefore, it'll be mostly dry, just a few showers with sou'westers around on Monday. It's colder around the eastern side of both islands still, and there might even be a light frost here and there through the South Island, just through sheltered areas. And then we get to Tuesday. Spring's definitely with us when you see a weather map like this. The railway tracks, all of these west to northwest winds coming through. It'll be blustery, maybe get gale force winds as well, and it'll be warm in the east with western areas taking most of the cloud and the rain obviously as well on the South Island side, moves into the North Island by the time you get to about Wednesday. So that is all from me. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll be updating you again on Monday with the very latest as we finally really get into this spring pattern of weather.